Hello, everyone. Welcome to The Storyist. It has been a very old saying that people should not judge a book by its cover, which means people should not conclude something about someone based on what they see on the outside, because looks and appearances can be deceiving, and trusting people just because of their looks has victimized many souls than one can imagine. Today, I will be sharing with you a story about a racist woman who has fallen victim to this kind of attitude, as she refuses to sell an expensive boat to a wealthy black man because she thinks that the man's riches are from illegal reasons. But she also learns a very important lesson: not to judge people by their physical appearance. Stay until the end of the video to find out what happens. Erica is working at a brokerage firm. She is now in her late 30s and has worked there for almost all her life. Yet, she has not sold enough to make her rich. Well, to start, she has the least amount of sales in their team, and she doesn't seem like she really has the talent at selling luxurious properties, such as houses, condominium units, cars, and yachts. But she is still stuck in the same job because at her age now, and her skills set and very brief resume, she has nowhere else to go but to be a waitress for her whole life, which she doesn't like either. She was once a feisty college student. She had everything she ever needed in life. She was someone wealthy, in fact. When she was in high school, she used to be their school's most popular girl. She always wore branded clothes, expensive shoes, and the fanciest hairstyle. She also drove a Maserati. Everyone in their school was jealous of her, but none of them would be jealous of her now if they can see what has happened to her. From a perfect life, Erica's life was shattered when her father, who was the source of all their family's riches, cheated and went after another girl. He spent all of his money on the gold digger woman that he just met from a club. Erica started feeling the blow of this affair when she was in high school. From her huge wardrobe filled with designer clothes, she was starting to lose them one by one as her father would ask her to sell some of them, until she would only have a few pairs. The furniture in their home also started vanishing one by one, and she would often see her mom and dad fight. Erica did not understand any of all that back then. She couldn't fathom the reason why her expensive things started going away. She only realized that her family had finally gone broke when her father and mother filed for a divorce, which ripped every last penny they had. What was more upsetting for her was the fact that her father had not even saved up for her college when he went rogue for his gold digger mistress. Her father used to have a good business, but then he met a gold digger at a club. He made her a secretary, and the two started having an affair. The worst part of it was that he gave her all the diamonds she could have, even spending money he had not made or earned yet. This made his business come crashing down, leaving no penny for his own family. When he finally filed for the bankruptcy of his business, his gold digger mistress left him without saying a word. He was devastated and regretted everything he had done. But if there was anyone who would take the hard blow of it all, it was Erica. Sure, Erica had a rough childhood, but that wasn't all to blame for how she ended up now. Instead of taking inspiration from her family's fall, she became rogue, and she has ripped her life into pieces even more, to the point where she was no longer repairable. She has not entered college due to lack of money, and also because she didn't want to. From being the ultimate mean girl in their school, she plummeted down to the poor girl whom everyone talked about. One morning, Erica is in the middle of a meeting in their brokerage firm. Everyone else is paying an intense attention, while she just keeps browsing through her phone. "Can you put that down, please?" asked Myrtle, her friend beside her. Myrtle was the one who led her into the brokerage firm. She used to work there as a simple agent, and then she dragged Erica over. But unlike Erica, Myrtle was dedicated and smart. For years in the firm, Myrtle has catapulted herself to the top, and now she is earning the highest possible yacht brokers can earn. But she pities Erica for not being able to change all those years. So she still takes her to meetings as her request, even though in reality, Erica's colleagues themselves want her gone. "I can't help myself. This lesson is boring," Erica replies. Myrtle grabs her phone and puts it in her purse. "What are you, a high schooler? I'm trying to help here. At least you can do is tag along," Myrtle replies back. Erica doesn't like it when Myrtle points it out to her that she is helping her out. It takes out all of that pride she has for herself. She and Myrtle are just a few months away from joining the brokerage. But Myrtle is now at the top, and she is almost where she started, more than a decade ago. She just sits there quietly and listens to the meeting. The meeting elaborates on the upcoming event where there will be a dozen expensive yachts that will be sold. Erica dreams of selling one of them, and if she does, her cut itself can buy her own car so she doesn't have to commute to work every day. For the first time in her life, Erica feels like she wants to take a project seriously. She has taught herself how to talk properly to businessmen and how she can attract high-profile people into talking to her and doing business with her, and how to charm them into buying a yacht. When the day finally comes, she feels like she is beyond ready. During the event, everyone is well-dressed. She can't really say which ones are the richest and which ones stand just in the upper middle of the societal class. The hosts are showing the yachts to be sold one by one, and she can feel the guests growing more and more interested. That is when she starts using her learned skills. She talks up to business people, those whom she thinks can buy expensive ones. She keeps talking and talking, but she has not convinced anyone until one black man approaches her. "You're a broker from the yachts, am I right?" he asks Erica. Erica pretends she didn't hear him and sips on her champagne glass. "I was hoping to buy one. Can you help me?" The black man continues, talking when Erica didn't respond. Erica finally faces the man and shows a fake smile. "I'm sorry, sir, but these yachts are pretty expensive. I don't think you can afford it," she replies. Somehow offended, the man assures her that he can indeed buy the yacht. He shows her his calling card and his credit card. When Erica notices that the man is holding a titanium edition of his credit card, she immediately thinks that he is a con or something doing illegal things for business. Erica laughs at the man, but not the good laugh, the mean one. Confused, the man asks her what's funny, and she replies, "Do you really think I believe you're rich? Then what? You'll scam me after you give me a 10% down payment? You're ridiculous." Erica yells, almost causing a scene. The man is quite embarrassed and offended by her words, so he says he will just go to other brokers. But Erica makes a scene and alerts the police. "This man is a con artist. He was about to scam me by buying the boat," Erica says loudly at the party, loud enough for everyone to hear. The police asks her what made her suspect the man is a criminal, and she answers that the man has a titanium credit card. After she says that, everyone at the party starts laughing. "Of course he has a titanium card, miss. He's the owner of that bank," the policeman says. The guests laugh at her and eventually start shooting sharp looks at her, acting disappointed. The wealthy black man goes to Myrtle, and she sells him off the most expensive yacht. Erica can't believe she has just let a potential millionaire buyer slip away. After the party, Myrtle approaches her and asks her what happened. "I told you to listen in the meeting. They have mentioned his name and profile that day. If you listened, it would have been you," Myrtle says. After that, she walks away, and Erica is left with nothing but regret and humiliation. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time.